Listen, you wanna know what fantasy about? Catch what's happening on BPSN. Before you line up, lock in. Tell a friend. BPSN. Before you line up, lock in. Tell a friend. Yeah. What's happening in the fantasy world? It's me, Scott, coming back to you guys once again, helping y'all with this fantasy life, helping y'all get y'all fantasy things together, your fantasy intact before the season start. If you missed the last episode, boy, you missed a good one. I had Ike Charlton on here. If you're not familiar with who he is, you know, he got drafted by the Seattle Seahawks. He played at Virginia Tech with Michael Vick, played a number of years in the NFL with the Jags, amongst other teams. Currently, he's actually in Toronto coaching. And so we got some great insight on the players that we think might be coming from there. And also, we got some good insight on, you know, what he felt about the rookies. So with that being said, if you're new to the show and you haven't been watching and you've been sleeping under a rock, we really want to highlight, you know, great football players on all levels, high school, college, pros. We also go over fantasy. It's mainly fantasy, but again, we also want to highlight all of the great football players on whatever level, whoever contributed to the game, whether it been Little League, PAL, whatever might be the case. We went over the draft recap, some highlights from that. We talked about Joe Burrow, the quarterbacks, the running backs, wide receivers. This week, I really want to get into, you know, the last season recap. How much did you fantasy last year, my boy Lou?
I had about 2 to 3 teams. I mean, fantasies that I was in.
Okay. What about you, BJ? How did you fantasy last year?
Now, last year I didn't fantasy. The last time I really fancied and stuck through the whole season was when your boy Jameis and Devontae got drafted. Other than that, man, I get a team and kind of fall off. That's, you know, that's just my reality.
I got you. Well, like I was saying, man, this season coming up is gonna be super exciting. I love some of the rookies that they got coming, and like I told y'all last episode, we went over those. I want to look into some projections based off of last season's finishes. So basically, a past season recap, top scores that's returning, and who gonna go early in the draft as far as the people that already played and proved what they could do. So top 10 fantasy people points in like PPR leagues. Number 1 was Christian McCaffrey. Number 2 was Saquon Barkley. Number 3, Alvin Kamara. Number 4, Zeke. Number 5, Dalvin Cook. Number 6 was Michael Thomas from the Saints. Him and Drew Brees lit it up. Number 7 was Devontae Adams. Number 8 was Julio Jones. Number 9 was Mike Evans. And number 10 was Austin Eckler. What was he? What you want? You want to say something? You all creeping up. Come on, just come on. Say it from over there. Say, what's up, guys? That's my son, Scott. You know, he talking about he don't want to say nothing. At least he doing his work, man. He doing his homework. Good job, boy. You know it's the summer, but we try to still educate ours, you know. So tell me, guys, like out of those 10 people, like Lou, you said you had 3 leagues. Did you have any of the top 10 players last year? So did you draft good?
Yeah, other than the ones you named, I didn't have any of them, to be honest with you.
You ain't had none of them.
None of them. And
Where
I
you
won
drafted
2 of
at?
I was always at the bottom end of the draft.
Oh, bro, I feel you. But snake order,
and
it's
I
snake
won,
order, right? Your draft.
yeah.
What platform did you use?
So we was on Yahoo. I got Yahoo, 2 on Yahoo and 1 on ESPN.
Okay, I did Yahoo and ESPN last year as well.
Yep.
I actually had, of these people, man, you know, I had let me see. They didn't say my boy. I know he was one of the top. Oh, that's PPR. So that was the PPR top 10.
Yeah.
So then in standard leagues, let me go back and start over in standard, right? Standard, you had Christian McCaffrey, Zeke number 2, Dalvin Cook number 3, Saquon number 4. Oh, Derrick Henry number 5. All right, Alvin Kamara number 6, Nick Chubb number 7, Aaron Jones number 8, Devontae Adams number 9, which is crazy to me. I had him, and Michael Thomas number 10. So you had any of those in the standard or the PPR?
Yeah, I had Derrick Henry, and I take that back. I did have Mike Thomas. I just thought about it. I did have Mike Thomas, and then I had Derrick Henry in another one, but they wasn't combined together. But I had each of them.
I got you. I had Derrick Henry myself, and I had Dalvin Cook in my teams in 2 different leagues. Actually, one of my leagues I had. Hold on, right quick. You send a message, BJ?
Yeah, I did a message because I ain't wanted to pop up on the whole screen, man.
Okay. Oh yeah. What I was saying was I had Dalvin Cook and I had Derrick Henry in 2 different leagues. Them boys was getting off. Boy, Derrick Henry, boy, he showed out last year. He was like the top back in my opinion. You know, and his clutch game was so serious. Like one game he gave me about 50 points. So big shout out to Derrick Henry, man. You did your thing, man. I love to have you on. If anybody know Derrick Henry, reach out to him, tell him we'd love to have him on. And I appreciate you for what you did for me and my fantasy team and being a top 10 performer. But definitely I'm keeping him. Dalvin Cook was my starting running back in my other league, my Yahoo. Derrick Henry was in my ESPN. Got off. When I say got off. Both of them boys. If Dalvin Cook don't get hurt, you looking at maybe the champion last year. I didn't win it. I came in number 1 in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? I ended up keeping my little money, but I didn't win that thing. But this year, I'm back in the bench. But how you finished up, Lou?
I made a championship one. I won one, and then the other one, I think I lost in the first round or so.
Oh man, you lost in the first round.
Yeah, that was one of them teams I missed the draft on, and then I tried to piece everything through free agency or trade and trying to get back in it. So
I got you.
You can't miss and think you're gonna go for it.
Go ahead, B.
You know what I'm saying? Since I ain't even a novice fantasy player, you know, I kind of play around or whatever. Man, what's the best way to pick some winning guys? Because to tell you the truth, man, I don't be paying attention like I be to players when I watch sports. I just look at the defense and who winning, and I don't be looking at the individual. So when it's time to go draft, I just be like, oh, okay, what college he come from? Instead of just like making an intelligent pick. Like what's the key? You know what I'm saying, to getting this winning team champion?
Well, the key to me is basically what we're doing right now. You got to do a real thorough analogy. You know, you got to actually. I'm sorry, not analogy, but you got to do some real thorough research. What up, D? He getting his audio in. We got Dion just joined in, man. We were just talking yesterday. Y'all don't know Dion. He also 03. Right now, currently, we got all of my college teammates from TSU. Y'all see the jersey right now. Back when we were in school, way back then, they call us 03 young boys. So we got all of the 03 young boys in here right now. This is what I'm wearing right now, man. This is, man, you might well say this is like history. Like I said, man, this is TSU authentic, game worn, black college jersey. 100 black men sponsored, man, you know, autographed by DRC. It's a special occasion, you know what I mean? We got and it's the school birthday or something like that today. Ain't it something like that? Something going on with TSU. No?
Yeah, you put this on the spot. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I think it's like TSU birthday or something today, man. Well, it's a special time. Like I said, to have everybody on. It's a special time of year to have everybody on, but definitely check it out, man. You know, go to y'all alumni pages and take a look at that. But definitely something big going on here. But you know, shout out to the Shield. Shout out to everybody that's there, and everybody that's trying to do their thing this year on the pro level. Where we was at? Let me see. I don't want to get too far off. So yeah, BJ. Back to your question though, just to stay on topic. You got to really study this stuff, man. Really You really want to look at what we're doing right now, the past performers from last year, the leaders. You want to also do a draft recap. You know what I mean? Look at the NFL draft to see who's coming in this year. How do they affect fantasy? What I like to look at is who coming in as far as the rookies, along with the team they're coming to and what they got set up around them. The tools that are around you matter if you're coming in as a rookie. So, for example, if I'm a rookie receiver, right, and I'm going to Green Bay, and then I know that Devontae Adams the only receiver, for example, right, then I'm probably going to pick that rookie receiver up because he's probably going to get at least 5 to 10 footballs per game. You see what I'm saying? Another one is knowing the, knowledge is power. Knowing the scoring format. A lot of people don't know the scoring format. Like I said, for me, one draft, I drafted the Ravens defense. Number one, everybody in the whole thing was laughing at me. I was like, boy, the Ravens going to stop everything. But defense don't score as much as running backs, quarterbacks, and receivers. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But yes, understanding your format, understanding, understanding like who the rookie is going to, who the personnel is on the offense, also who you playing against. So like me personally, I kind of watch the toilet bowl team of the season. So like if you was playing against the Bucks last year, for example, if they were trash, if they were the worst team in the league, then every player that's playing against the Bucks, I'm potentially looking to pick up in the waiver wire because they probably going to get off against that terrible defense. So it's also customized strategies. So depending upon, what league you play in, everybody got different strategies, man. So just getting a strategy that you comfortable with. Me personally, my strategy, like I went over, the last couple episodes, I like to have a strong running back stable. Running backs to me that can catch, pass catching running backs, like you see a McCaffrey or a Saquon or a Kamara or Cook, they get more points than the average running back who only running it. If it's a PPR league, I want the best receiving running back because that's gonna give me the more bang for my buck. You give me 100 yards rushing and 5 receptions with 50 yards, I'm looking at 20, 30 points a game with you, as opposed to I get a running back that only runs it and maybe get 15 points a game, 20 points a game.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's an art to this. It's skill. This ain't no play no more like it used to be.
Man, it's levels, man, and it's big money, man. People ain't out here playing for fun always. There's some people, man, losing big money, man. Big money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, I say that goes into my next topic. Who gonna go early? That's what you want to look at too, BJ. A lot of things that people study are mock drafts. Mock drafts allow you to go ahead and get a practice draft in, like and it's with random people that you don't know, so you can see who going early. You can kind of see how the draft is trending, which players are trending to draft higher, which ones are sleeping, which ones going low. So, for example, you might do 6 mock drafts, and in your 6 mock drafts, Patrick Mahomes might go number 3 pick every draft. If that's your guy, then you're probably gonna want to know that if you got top 3 picks, you better get him. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
On the flip end, let's say you do the mock draft and somebody keep going low, like a Dalvin Cook, for example. If he keep going low in that mock draft, I might not draft him as high. I might go look at the top scores from last year and just get me some top scores, since I know that people ain't really keen on him, and then pick him up in the late round. But the points win the games. It's just like regular football. Whoever's getting the most points is who you want to get.
Appreciate it. Man, I'm finna go back in here and do my massaging and rubbing. I'm gonna holler at y'all,
All right then, baby boy. Tell Gabe we gotta get Gabe on here, man. If y'all don't know, man, y'all look out for my boy son, Gabriel Fletcher. He gonna be at Eastern Kentucky next year, man. We looking for him to do big things. He a monster. Mama athlete, daddy athlete. So we looking to see him do big things. But bro, have a good weekend, bro. Be safe.
All right, I'm gonna forward him the link. Matter of fact.
For sure.
It is.
All right, my brother.
All right. Yes, sir.
Dion, you on here?
I'm on here, man. What's good?
Man, what's going on, man? You all right?
Oh man, just came back from this workout, man. Trying to, maintain, catch up on what I missed. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Hey, shout out to the training corner. For y'all that don't know, you got my guy on here, Dion Giddens. He also is, like I said, we fortunate to have an 03 young boy part of all of the TSU former players in here right now.
Hey, too, shout out that handle. What's that Instagram handle?
Yeah, shout out Instagram handle ID.
Yeah, man. So Instagram, check me out at Training Corner. So going there, we offer sports performance training, boot camps, personal training. Got a lot of big names in the city. We do all sports. So, come check us out. Mookie Betts, Josh Malone, NFL. We got Leeway, NFL. We got my man Lou on here right now. Just finished the workout this morning. So we got him right. So I got my former players out there with us. So we grinding, man. So y'all come check us out if you've been in the Nashville area.
That's for sure. You're looking at a national hero over there, man. I tell him all the time, man, keep it up, boy. You killing them. Look at Lou over there. You don't think it worked? look at Lou and look at the picture on the screen. That's my boy. That's my brother. Both of them guys, my brother. Dion played corner alongside me, man, when we was in college and when we went and in the pros. We played arena together. That's my brother for life. Signed with the Bills when I signed with the Titans. Epic times, man. Epic times. We used to push each other out there, and we steady push each other right now to this day. Sports, everything, all of us. But back to the topic at hand, man. This fantasy stuff. Dion, I know we talk off and on. Who you think are going to be some good players that's going to probably go early? With your draft strategy, the way you play fantasy.
Like I told him last week, man, I said, to be honest, I only played fantasy once. But for me, I always try to get a high-power offense. Of course, Brady going to be out there. You got Gronk coming back with tight ends, people to score. Kittle's out in San Fran. But sleepers, I think, we got to watch. I think we got to watch some of these guys from the Titans, man, some of these wide receivers. The way they performed last year, they might sneak up on a couple people. So
I like Brown. I like Brown over there.
I like Brown. And the league is turning into an offensive league. So of course in fantasy, man, you got to really just do your homework. Like I said, I'm listening to this thing, trying to figure out, what moves I can make. So I'm trying to learn a little knowledge myself. But I always pick people who I know, a couple of sleepers and running backs. People like that, people who come through and get you points at the end.
Okay, that's what it is, man. I'm trying to get your boy DRC situated, man. He says giving him Zoom is not supported on your be getting these problems on it. Let me see real quick.
I'm gonna tell you another sleeper team just to look out for as far as receivers go. The Panthers. I know Cam not there anymore, but I know the OC. If any indication what he did at LSU transfers over to the NFL, look for the young boy in the slot to do some things. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, but I think he a sophomore receiver, his second or third year. I can't think of his name right now. But the Carolina
from Florida
Panthers.
State.
No, I think he went to Florida State. Dang, where did that boy go? I can't think of his name. I remember he was his biggest moment was when he fumbled in 2 games last year. I think it was last year or the year before.
Oh, he ain't never fumbled before ever. He ain't never fumbled before.
He was crying over that, but he kind of made up for it later on. I cannot think of his name, but I just look for those receivers to kind of do some big things if Teddy Bridgewater transfer over into the offense like Joe Burrow did when he was in LSU.
How y'all feel about Burrow? What y'all think?
Talk about it. Say it.
What y'all think, man? I'm just trying to figure out. I got mixed feelings, but he come from a system, I guess is what we can call it. But surrounded by great athletes. So I just want to get y'all take on that. How y'all feel about Burrow?
I think he has the personality and the attitude to be great. He's a leader. I like his stance that he took on the whole Black Lives Matters movement.
Right.
He didn't hesitate. He came right off the back. So I think he's a natural born leader. The guys in the locker room love him. So I think it'll transfer. He gonna have his growing pains because he's a rookie. I'm hoping they don't kind of throw him out there to the wolves too soon. But I think if they continue his development, I think he can be he can be special. I don't think. I think he needs a little bit more experience because if you think about it, he only really played 2 years of college football full time, and so he has a little experience. But I think he needs to go through some more growing pains because last year it was just kind of easy for them in a high power offense, and then he going to Cincinnati that's kind of been struggling. So he may have to grow up real fast.
He gonna grow up real fast. I feel like he might be a day one starter. How they pushing him, so
yeah.
But yeah, plus just the whole, like you said, I definitely appreciate his stance on the Black Lives Matter movement for sure. So I think he's a natural leader as well. So I can't wait to see what he'll do. Yeah. I'm interested in to see how he perform. To be honest,
I like his swag. You know, you gotta. It say a lot about you if you at LSU and you confident in that atmosphere. Hold on, right quick. There go bro right here.
He crazy.
Yeah, he is, man. This man's Lil Daddy. That's what the screen name say. Bro, what up?
Yo.
What's
up, man?
You all right?
Why I can't see? Hold on.
You got your camera?
How you start? Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
What's
For
up,
y'all that don't know, man, we got my boy in here live, man. Just jumped on my boy DRC, Rodgers Cromartie, Neek, TSU legend. You know what I mean? Cornerback. Bro, we got my boy Lou on here. You know, he TSU. Got my my boy Dion on here. You know, we played the corner before you came over there and took over and completely shattered everything.
Nah, man. Nah.
Hey, but definitely, you know, everybody here, and we happy. I'm happy to have you on, my brother. What you got going on right now, man? I see you riding.
Yeah, I got my little jit with me, man, and my little niece. We just headed out. You know, a Father's Day weekend, so you know I gotta get them right.
For sure. Happy Father's Day to you as well, man.
Hey, man, happy Father's Day, yes sir. Right
now, we just really was going over the draft, going over the fantasy, man, and the spectrum of it and where it's at right now. We were just trying to actually get everybody's opinion on some of the top people and where you think it's gonna be next year. First and foremost, do you fantasy?
Nah.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Like, I do like when people ask me for advice and stuff, but I don't do it myself. Nah.
I got you. But you follow it though. You know how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me give you some top 10s from last year, if you don't already know. I know you on this. So far in Standard League, top 10, you had Christian McCaffrey. You got Zeke Elliott. You got Dalvin Cook. You got Saquon. You got Derrick Henry. You got Alvin Kamara in this Standard. You got Alvin Kamara. You got Nick Chubb. These top 10. You got Aaron Jones. You got Devontae Adams. And you got Michael Thomas. Them, who you think, you know, or if you was giving advice to any of the viewers and things, who you going with out of them top 10 in the Standard League?
Only two stood out to me. As far, three really, and that's McCaffrey, Michael Thomas, and you said and Derrick Henry. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes.
Because them the only ones right now that's really durable. And Zeke.
I agree.
Everybody else, I feel like can catch an injury.
I agree.
But if you look at the body of work of the people that you just named, them boys, they really don't get injured. They play all 16 games.
You don't want to hit Derrick Henry from the linebacker corner or D tackle.
Nah, not even
by
a
yourself.
little bit. Hey, nah, I'm trying to tell you. You better wait till they get there.
You make me feel confident, my guy. You know that's my keeper from my other league. I got him and Dalvin. Dalvin, like you said, that injury bug, he killed me at the end.
That injury.
He got hurt.
Yeah, but if he don't get hurt, he's a monster now.
Now, last week I had my cousin on here, Ike Charlton, right? I don't know if you know about him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cuz played corner with Virginia Tech. He played with Seahawks, everything. You a Florida guy, so I know you know your history, bro. You a Central Florida guy. I know how we rock. So now at the end of the interview, he started talking about black college and things like that and players that he respect. We talking about sleepers. Of course, you know one person name came up that he said he respect their game and their journey, and that was you, right? What I want to hear from you is talk about your journey and taking that first step. Because to me, you know what I'm saying, I'm not a big history major, but you kind of was one of the first to do what these people doing right now, saying, you know what, I'm gonna take the black college route. If I'm not mistaken, you had an opportunity to go to Florida State, but you chose to come to TSU. It wasn't like, you know, Florida State ain't want you and something like that. So talk about that and what you would advise players that took your path and, you know, thinking about using their likeness and coming to a black college and helping.
Man, to be honest, man, I come from a predominantly black neighborhood. Everything I did was always predominantly black. And when I went out, coming out of, we had a little thing called a Powerball. It's like the All-Star game out here at down here in Bradenton. And when I came out, TSU was one of the first people to come talk to me. So he was like, man, just come on and visit. You know, I know you got schools looking at you, but man, when I went on a visit, bro, they took me to a basketball game, and I signed right then and there. Like, I just felt at home around that atmosphere. And I was never worried about the competition or where I'm at. All I knew is if you give me the opportunity, I'm going to take advantage of it. And I knew, you know what I mean? Shoot, the first thing you hear about when you come in as a corner, man, you can ask everybody, man, you hear about all the Randy Fullers and stuff, but you always hear about Scott Deion Tander, but you always hear about that. You know what I mean? So I always knew it was guys that already did it. You know, I'm just waiting on the opportunity. And that's how I thought for 4 years. Like, man, I'm going to stay on the straight path for 4 years, man. If I get that 10, I'm gonna take off.
Respect. I appreciate
That's
that.
love.
Bro.
That's love right there.
And you're right, man. Our stories are similar. Like when I came to TSU on the visit, bro, I took you to the basketball game. I tell you, I was the first person when they said, yeah, you know, at the end of the visit, they say, anybody interested in signing today? Well, I stood straight up. I tell you, I think everybody on that visit, we all signed that day. What? Hey, it was tough. It was like 1 or 2 people that didn't sign because, you know, you hit that basketball game at Gentry Center, that thing on swole, you know, right? The host, you know, and TSU, they don't let you get no rookies to host you. Like I had the starting quarterback, starting receiver hosting me. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was love, man. And
this is when it's coming off the OVC wins and all that. So Nashville is a whole different city then.
Yeah, and even the corners. Oh, go ahead, bro. I was saying, even the corners before us, though, you know, they went to the league, and it was the same. It gave us the same mentality that you got. Shout out to Eric Joyce and LeGarrette Jennings when they came out.
Man, for sure. Word.
Go ahead, go ahead, You
I'm just saying, man. Like, you know, just that tradition, like, you know what I mean. Like DRC said, Dominique said, man, it's you know, it's been a long list of corners that come up out of there, so they gonna let you know the history from the jump. So Eric Joyce was a Nashville native out of White Creek. LeGarrette Jennings, he was with Alabama. So they ended up being ranked top 10 when they came out. So we played behind 2 guys who went straight to the league. And of course we followed their path. And then here you come right behind us and you just towed up. So, you know, it's a legacy, man. So I definitely appreciate it and respect the whole grind because, you know, me and Scott Bobby, we stayed tuned in to everything you did. For sure.
100%. 100%. And I wanted to talk about, man, paying it back. Like, paying it back. A lot of people, they don't really look at what you do off the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm here in Florida. I know what you do in Florida. I know what you do in Nashville as far as having your day, how you get back to your community, how you get back to the school, things like that. Talk about how you get in that mindset and what made you, you know, give back like that. Because to me, you made it. You don't have to give back like you do. You don't have to have a day right now. You don't have to go back to Nashville. You got your bag. Tell me, like, what makes you do the things you do, and also tell the people. I know personally, but I want them to know.
Man, to be honest, dog, I would just say, man, where we from, bro, we limited in our resources, man. So, you know, I always told myself, I never forget when I was young. I think I was in middle school or elementary. Peter Ward had bought a game down. Now, I never been to a football camp. Like, we never had a football camp. And I never forget, man, Peter Ward bought it down to Bradenton 1 year. And, man, and how I felt as a jit that day being around being around them kind of guys, dog, I just told myself, if I ever get in a position, bro, I'm always come back and be a resource to guys because it's limited where we from. And I just feel like if a person could see me as me being like real, like in person, you know, it could motivate them. You know what I mean? Because that's just what it did to me, man. All I did was watch Peter Ward growing up, man, and how he moved and that motivated me and all. And I just kept that mindset.
I agree, boy. One thing about it, Peter Ward, that's one of my favorite, bro. I ended up. Come on, you want to say what's up? Say what's up. Hold on.
Yes,
stay right there. That's DRC right there. That's D. You talked to D yesterday, remember? They go Luke. They go Bub. You know, tell everybody what's up. You got anything you want to say?
What up?
That's it. All right, stand over there. All right, so go ahead. You got something to say? All right, stand right there. Okay, now also paying it back. Another thing I wanted to talk about. The next coming of DRC, your little brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going to the Colts. Big thing.
Yeah.
Big thing for a Florida guy. You see, I got the palm tree up. You know, I'm repping Florida back here.
Yeah.
Talk about him, man. First, I want to have him on the show, but tell us a little bit about him for those.
Let me know.
For sure.
Let me know. I'll get him on here.
Hey, but the people the ones that don't know, you know, legit cornerback, second coming of bro, went to UMass, got drafted by the Colts this year. Tell us a little bit about his story. And then, yeah, like I say, definitely make that call for me. I want to have him on.
Man, I say, man, his story is unique because at plenty of time he almost gave up, man. Like, one thing about him, dog, he a little bit like on the mama side. So so coming up, he was kind of spoiled a little bit. But man, once he went off to college and he found his own way, I think that's the best thing that happened to him, man, because he went to UMass. We couldn't get to him how we wanted to, and it made a man like him. It's kind of like when you go off to like the TSU, the black colleges, man. It's kind of like it's gonna be hard. And you have to learn to fend for yourself. And, you know, I think that would make him a better player. And his mindset from when he first went in to now, man, it's two different minds, bro. Because I think he's seen me go through it a lot. You know what I mean? He watched me and try to pattern himself after me. And I tell him, man, you got to make your feet be your own feet. You know what I mean? You ain't got my kind of feet. I ain't got your kind of feet, man. I think you can. And then once he got that in his head and he wanted to step outside of my shadow, I think it made him a better player, man. I told him, you got to be yourself. You know what I mean? And every day we hit that field, I see the pass and I see the grind. I see that want to, because at first I told him, I say, bro, the only difference is you look at us, same speed, you 4-2, I'm 4-2, you jumping, I'm jumping. You find that ball, I find that ball. I said, the only difference between me and you is I want to. Like when he first started, I used to have to make him meet me at the field. Make him, come on, man. You know, I wasn't gonna let him jump out. But now is he beat me up? Hey, cuz, I'm at the field. Where you at? Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm like, okay, now I see that want. You gotta have that want to. See, that's what I always had. Versus that's why I lasted 13 years, cause I wanted.
And counting. Let's talk about it. And counting.
Oh yeah, I'm still going. So I just trying to develop him that want to, because the skill set, he got it. But now you got to have that heart. You got to really want it. I think that's the best thing that TSU taught me, man. Cause you can't come there and just be a pushover now. You got to be about your stuff out there now. You got to be about it now.
100%, bro. And like another thing I say is you going out there with him. Like a lot of pros ain't going out there and taking that time to get him the game and get him the sauce and walk them through it. You know what I mean? Sometimes even when the ability there, like you say, he got the jumping ability, the speed. You just need somebody that you respect and that you look up to say, bro, I know you can do it. You know, like it's similar to Ike. When he went to college, when he went to Virginia Tech, I was watching all that. I'm in high school. But, you know, and Peter Ward, like you said, Peter Ward was one of the people in Florida that if you really met him before, he was a real guy that you could really talk to. Like I had the pleasure of meeting him when he got snubbed for the Wide Receiver of the Year award by Troy. I don't know if y'all remember that. You know, they had a Home Depot thing in Orlando, the Home Depot award ceremony.
Yeah.
So they ended up letting my high school go. And Peter Ward, you got to think he was the man. Everybody knew he was the man. He just got in a little trouble, but dominated. All of us know he our era. But that day when he lost to Troy, Evans, me and my homeboys got up and booed in the back. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of that, though, he came back there and gave all us love, gave all us 5, signed my autograph. I still got it to this day, man. And I end up running back into him at your event, DRC. You know, you had your weekend.
Yeah.
And talked to him. He was still cool. Remembered everything. You know, so it go a long way when you able to reach out to people that you look up to, and they give you that confidence to keep going. But
right.
But let me see where we at, man. I done got off topic, man. You know, everybody know, man. Black college heroes. We gotta highlight them more. Not only the ones on the field and what they're doing in the NFL. It's some other cats that I went to school with, like Ak, right? A guy named Ahmed. Great player, didn't play in the league, graduated, he a lawyer now. It ain't really just always about telling the stories of the league, man. You know, we just got to celebrate everybody and give these guys a chance to see that you can make it from black college too.
Right.
Now let me see.
Hey, Scott, while we got everybody on the phone, man. Lou, Dominique, Baloney, what we gonna do about this TSU football camp, man? What we gonna do? We gotta link up and throw something. You know what I'm saying? We got three corners right here. Lou, you got the D line. We got plenty of offensive linemen that can come in. We gonna make that happen. I'm just saying here first. We need to make that happen.
Hey, I'm game for it. Just let me know. I'm there.
I'm game too.
I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna hit everybody up. We gonna make that work. I've been wanting to do that for a minute. So
y'all know I'm with it. Y'all know I'm with it. We'll come.
I know you with it.
I'm with it, bro. And you know, it's time. It's time. They got the facilities together now. We got the relationships with the coaching staff. They got, you know, we got Reed in there. We got Shannon Noe in there. He played with us. So I'm with it. You up there? You on the turf? Let me know what I can do from here, and I'm with it.
I'll make sure y'all know for sure.
Let me see what I was at last on this fantasy stuff, man. Who y'all think was a draft reach?
A reach?
Yeah, like who y'all seen out there that y'all thought, I don't know now. That's a little bit too early now. Hey, DRC, you know what, bro? I don't want to put you in a bad situation because I know you're going to have to play. You just hold off.
I was shocked. I mean, I ain't gonna say a reach, but a surprise for me, just picking team-wise, was the quarterback out of Utah for Green Bay. That kind of surprised me, knowing that they needed an offensive weapon, I feel like. But that kind of surprised me. I ain't say a reach, but that was kind of like a surprise pick for me at that spot. Just me personally.
I thought, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, let me be real. I don't like that Burrow pick over, you know, the Alabama kid based on what they did, based on the climate of the game. If I'm a GM in the new millennium, I'm taking whatever's closest to Lamar. Me personally, I ain't saying he ain't do his thing, but he had multiple weapons. That LSU ain't been lacking the top receiver in the last 5 years, whether it's Beckham, Landry, or whoever. But you know what you know, I just feel like what the guy did in Alabama before that injury, man, it's gonna be tough down there in Miami if they get some pieces around him. I think he you know, I think he's a sleeper, but I don't think Burrow, you know, I think I would have got like the best person available, because you know, like that DN from Ohio State. But that's just me.
I'm different from you on that. I thought Burrow was a better pick over Tua, and I say that just because the one constant complaint I have with Tua is he always looking for the home run play versus sometimes the check down is right there for him. He always trying to go big, and a lot of those injuries that he had, if he take the check down, he avoid those injuries. So I think Burrow uses his legs to buy time to make plays down the field, but he also would take the check down, and that's just the big difference I've seen between the two.
I got you. Go ahead, bro. Tell me what you think. You ain't got to say who was a snub, but let me know your opinion on this.
I ain't gonna tell you because I might have to play with him, but I think it's one of them receivers. It's one of them receivers. I think one of them receivers shouldn't win as high as they went.
Okay. You know what? We'll leave it like that, like you said.
Leave it like that.
One thing about it, I know you know what you're talking about. You play the position DB. You know how these receivers are. Me and Dion, listen, boy, hey,
Yeah,
When I tell
I
you,
know I go.
we used to be sizing receivers up like we really had a problem with them.
Yeah.
Like so like we really analyzing everything. Like I'm talking, we looking at how you stand, we looking at how you spat, we looking at how your body language is. Like you could your body language and how you respond to me talking noise can determine if you sorry, in my opinion. You know.
I know you soft. I can tell you soft. And
if
I'm
you
gonna
good
show
and
you.
you soft, you sorry to me. If you soft and you fast, you're sorry in my opinion. This is my opinion, I got. You know? Mine are hung up. You know, hey, also like I say, man, I got the autograph Black College 100 black men on here, man. For you know, for what's going on, Black Lives Matters and everything. Autograph by
I got a question, DRC. What's your hardest cover? What's your hardest receiver to cover in the league? Top 3.
Yes, sir.
I need to know this.
Like from when I went into
when you went into to now, like over the years,
right,
they just put you on the alley, you by yourself, you locked down. What's your hardest person? Top 3. Just gave you problems. I ain't say you couldn't cover, but this gave a problem.
I saw the Jared Morrow them from practice. They used to be on mine. Boy, they used to be
Them boy, they can stop on that now. But I say, I used to. Only person thought, to be honest, that I'm really gonna zone in on was Steve Smith.
Oh yeah.
AJ Green.
Oh yeah.
And for some reason, bro, I always have a problem with Dez Bryant.
Because he to me he's a route runner.
He's fast.
No, it's not. He put his body position is great to me. He just always muscle in position. That's it. Like to me, he just always put his body in the right position, and that's hard to stop when you got a good ball. That's hard.
Yeah, but see, more people be surprised when I don't say Julio or Deshaun, but they're my type of players. Like,
exactly.
If you really look at it, the corners that they get on, they gonna beat them deep or they go on top of their head. You ain't just finna jump over me and catch no ball.
No,
that ain't gonna happen. So they're my kind of guys. Like I could tell when they sitting down, I can see how they leaning, whether they finna. I could read them good, but it be them.
Yeah.
He just got on the jersey. He ain't play with
it. In between, it's the in between guys.
Oh,
it's the issue.
He's got on the jersey.
Hello. Yeah, I think LeBron dropped.
Yeah, he dropped.
Michael Jordan jersey. Yeah, he came back. He just jumped back on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Nah, you good. You good. We back at it. We back at it. You got to turn the camera back on.
It's the reason why I say turn it on. Oh yeah. The reason why I say Steve Smith there because I never get my rookie season, bro. He just kept pushing me out to the play, and I remember Antrell Rose told me he said, hey, bro, you gonna have to, because I was legit, so I'm like, I ain't trying to let them know that I
trying to respect him
like this.
Yeah.
So I was trying to. So Trevor like, nah, you have to stand up to him. So I never forget. But he came off and tried to stop blocking hard, and I took him up to the air and slammed him. And he was sideline touching. So ever since then, every time I played, bro, he don't mess with me no more.
And he should.
I know. I'm gonna put my cleats on and I'm going to him first because I know that how he living.
Yeah.
You
gotta be like that sometime with him. Hey, Dion, you already know, boy. I tell Ahmed quick. Boy, you better cover me. I'm finna send a message to this guy. I have no intentions on covering him. I'm just trying to hurt him right now.
Hey, that's a true story. That's facts right there.
This first series, you're gonna have to give me one because I'm finna beat him up. I'm finna fight him on the line right now.
Straight up, they told us, man, slap him in the face first play. Like, you don't get a flag. Probably the first series of the game. It's a flag, and after that, I'm cool. You set the tone, but you gotta set the tone.
That still live to this day, man. I learned. Coach Fuller told me that. I told when I was in the Super Bowl playing against the Steelers, man. The coach had to come. I told because I never forget. National TV said Tanner Holmes said, I don't. The rookie's good, but I don't think they'll leave him one-on-one with me all game. I told Coach, I said, man, the first play, I'm gonna slap him in the shit. I'm telling you right now, Coach. I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna slap him. But they ran the screen on that first play. And he got away from my ass. But I was gonna slap the shit out of his ass.
Hey, epic game.
They teach us that.
Epic game. If y'all remember that one right there, that was a thriller.
I do remember
Talk about that experience, man. Let the people know about that Super Bowl experience. It's unlike a lot of people.
And it was in Tampa. I was at home. So, man, that was extra loud. That whole the week of, even though we win even after the game, man. But that atmosphere, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you can't playoff games, they be cool, but ain't nothing like that Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Nothing like
and they
that
got to see you.
That
They
thing
got to see you
electrifying.
in Florida. If people, you know, like me,
Yeah.
I'm from Florida. You know, if people see how you treated in Florida, in the Central
Right.
Florida area alone, all love. When I tell y'all, boy,
Yeah.
like all love, man. Like y'all got to get down here on one of them DRC weekends and man, watch how.
Oh yeah.
they roll
You
the
know,
carpet out.
when is it? What is the same weekend every year?
Yeah, it's always first weekend of April.
We
I'll
doing
be
one
there
this
next
year. What we doing this year?
Man, they canceled because you know the virus.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
wouldn't let me have it at my school.
yeah. You're right. You're right,
Hey,
man.
Scott.
Yes,
I
sir.
know you got an agenda, but being that it's Juneteenth, I kind of want to change the flow real fast and ask DRC a quick question.
Oh, and Bub
Yes,
right
sir.
on time with the June T-shirt.
Yeah, so right on. So DRC with trying with the climate of the whole country and everything, and trying to provide resources. What do you think some good outlets would be to get young black men to kind of change the vibe? And because we're not exposed to like investing
Right.
and everything at a young age, what are some of the things you would recommend to kind of start, I guess, fine-tuning young black men to start taking a route into looking to invest in versus thinking the only way that I can make money is to go be a rapper or athlete or something of that nature?
Right. I think, man, the best way, you know, if you ain't really on that social media type stuff, is when you do have your football camps and stuff like that, don't just make it a camp. You know what I mean? We gotta start doing like panel type stuff. You know, like real talk and educate these young men on how life is out here for real. Because some of them really don't know, man. All they know is their environment that they in. You know, they don't see outside of their cities and stuff like that, man. So I think the best way to reach a man is having little panels. And that's what I start doing a lot now, man. You know, I have when I have my little weekend, like that Friday, I had like all the boys meet at the boy club, young men, and I have a pen up there where they ask me questions. It just be real talk. You know what I mean? They gotta be real talk. I think we need to start doing that because I mean, you only could do so much on social media, especially at this time. It's hard to get around people anyway.
Yeah.
So I think every platform you got to utilize every platform you got, to be honest, until you can have that in person. Cause I think once you feel it, you next to it, that you feel it better. You know what I mean? Like I could sit here and watch TV and be like, I hear what they're saying, but man, if I'm in that atmosphere and really can feel the atmosphere, it's just like football, man. When them lights come on, you get the sweating and you just in the moment. You know what I mean? I think that's how your panel should be. Like I like in-person type stuff.
You want the people that's in the trenches that's really going through. You want to talk to them kids that ain't got it and see what they really
Right.
And I agree, man.
Right.
Like, cause sometimes we gotta ask these kids what they want. We can't just assume that throwing money at them is the problem. Everybody don't value money the same. Like you can't just say every kid need $1,000 or need a pair of shoes. Some of these kids just need somebody to believe in them. And I like that idea though. That's a good question though, Lou, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh,
yeah,
Bub,
it's
I
just
see you
because
got
I've
the
been thinking
Juneteenth
about
shirt
all
on
that.
down there, right?
They got Juneteenth, you
Talk
know.
about it a little bit, man. Give these people a little background on Juneteenth, man.
Man, Juneteenth, you don't know what it is. It ain't taught in school, man. That's the thing. You taught Emancipation Proclamation. You didn't know like 2 years after that happened, slaves weren't free all the way in Texas. You know what I mean? So in Texas, years afterwards, they came to finally all the slaves free. You know, that took 2 years after it's for free in 18. I ain't said the right year. Man,
It's 1865 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're putting them books what to be learned, man. They got to learn what else is out there sometimes.
For sure, man. This is an important month for us. I mean, especially with the climate right now. I'm happy you got the shirt on. I'm happy y'all highlighted that, man. Because, you know, without that happening, ultimately, you don't have 5, you know, college-educated men or 5 free working men in the United States in the country, man. So, you know, definitely great to highlight that, man. You know, I don't want to keep y'all on here long, man. You know, we've been on this thing for about an hour now, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Like I say, man, I appreciate DRC for stopping by. Dion, like I say, y'all catch my guy at the training corner, man. He training them up. Yeah, you see him now. Dion. You already know him. All right. Cool. Y'all already know him. All us already know him. Where's company name? Y'all catch Dion at the training corner, man. Hey, Dion, please holler at Mookie Betts, man. We need to get him in here on this climate, man. You know,
We got
first black MVP in baseball that we had in a long time. And we really want to speak to him and let the people know the type of guy he is and how they can get into that baseball.
We'll set that up, man. I'll be with him tomorrow. I'll make sure we set that up for sure.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, DRC, you got anything you want to talk to the people about or leave or any last words, anything?
Nah, man, I just appreciate y'all for having me on, man. And I'm for real about that camp, though. We need to all get together and do that for real, though.
Man, say the word. I'm with it, man. Where you at right now? What you in right now, man? Because I know every time I see you,
hey, y'all can't laugh at me now. I'm in the family minivan, bro.
You got the Bluetooth on in the car. Let me see it, though. Let me see. Hey, this guy crazy. Hey, this guy, man. DRC.
Yeah, that high ride minivan, man. You know what? I ain't gonna always be in some luxury. You know what I mean?
I know. You know. Hey. Next time when we gonna get a live episode, man. You gonna have to pull up and let them see how you ride, man. Cause hey, I know, but everybody else don't know.
All right.
Hey, Lou, you got any last words? Any closing words? Anything?
No, man. Let's just keep the fight going, man, and try to be resources to our young black men. We got these young kids, man. They ready to flow, so let's just stand behind them and push them, man, and fit in where we fit in.
What about you, Shaw? You got something for the people?
Nah, man, ain't nothing for the people, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Keep it up, Scott. Man, pushing right there, you know. Show the people.
It's love, man. I'm happy y'all boys coming on and supporting, man, and you know, joining in and being a part of what's happening in fantasy world. Black Podcast Sports Network. For the listeners and the people that's going to be watching this real soon, man, if you like what you see, share, subscribe, reach out. If y'all want more information on fantasy or y'all got other questions, things like that, man, all the information going to be at the bottom on the link once I hit the edit button. You know, y'all just get this the early version right here, but coming soon, baby. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming on, man.
For sure, boy.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Love.
Hey, y'all boy, have a good weekend, man.
All right, take it easy.
For sure.
Oh, you goodbye, fantasy people.
Do you Yahoo or ESPN? Y'all doing this for fun or y'all playing to win? Round here, we all in, and the winner get the big bag. Talk tough, point correction to how you looking sad. Big bucks, take a loss, tough luck. Ain't nobody trying to hear your cash app got stuck. Cause on what's happening, we keep you on action. Help you stay focused on who you should be drafting, who you should be keeping, and